What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Whorton Outdoors. So this weekend, we are at Jasper Jeep Jam in Jasper, Arkansas. This is my second year to attend this event. I've had a lot of changes go on this year with the Jeep, with myself, with my messed up arm and everything, and hadn't been able to video a lot. This is my first trip out since I've hurt myself and been off work. But I figured I would kind of take it easy this trip. I haven't really did a whole lot of recording. I've just kind of did a little bit of me time, so to speak. But I figured I would go ahead and do a little bit of recording and get you guys some footage and show you guys who is here and a little bit of the layout. The event is a little bit smaller this year. There's not as many people here. There's not as many vendors here. But I just kind of wanted to, kind of enjoy it this trip. But I do want to get you guys some videos and show you the setup, do a little walk around and show you guys some of the vendors that are here and some of the storytellers that are here. But I'm going to turn it around and show you the setup. So there's the Jeep all lifted up 4.5 inches on 37s right now. So you guys have seen the lift, but you haven't seen the tires yet. And the 37s. Yeah, I went 37s. And yeah, before people start asking, I'm going to be re-gearing and, very shortly and doing the sea gussets and trussing and things like that. So I'll be doing that the correct way. Got all my sponsors on the door. Awesome. Openroad. Openroad did me a huge solid. I'll show you that here in a second. So we have Dave Canterbury here with the Pathfinder School. You might know him from the show Dual Survival. I'll do some walking around and I'll show you his booth. I got his advanced bushcraft book and his signature there. Bought one of these awesome ferrule rods. These things are amazing. I was playing with one over there at his booth, and this thing is going to come in handy. It's going to come in really handy. Make some good videos, good fire. And one of his fire starters, he had a deal going on where you get one of these for free if you bought one of these and it was like $30 for all that. But that was nice. But I want to show you. We got a little setup here. I'm going to go ahead and take you around. So Openroad 4-wheel drive. You've seen the channel. I've done some unboxing and install videos. Hooked me up with all of that. And this is the perfect time to be using it. Right here we got our 2 girls here and everything. Here shortly, I got a class that I'm going to go to for a recovery class. And I'll try to... But... all the storytellers are from right here all the way down there. We've got Post Family Pilgrimage right here in this black truck right here. We've got Zen Overlanding right here in that Tacoma. And we got Semper Gumby right here, which I'm going to be going to the Gumby Gathering in November with him. I got invited. So we're going to be going to the Gumby Gathering. And we got Dustin Cassidy with Cassidy's Adventures here. There's Seth with Dirt Road Discoveries. We got Danny with Crayon Brotherhood right here. And Corey with Flubber and Big Rock Overland. And we've got this right here is Eagle's Pursuit. He doesn't have his vehicle here today. This is Eagle's Pursuit. And we have Fast Track Overland right here. Chris Carroll with Overland of America is here with Shopcat. And he takes that cat everywhere. That is awesome how that cat will just go everywhere with him, riding the vehicle. And it's just like a taking a dog everywhere. He just takes his cat. I think that's awesome as heck. We got Kai, Cajun Kai. Him and his wife Lisa put on the event. That's his Gladiator right there. And then this is Dave Canterbury. And there's his picture. So the show Dual Survival and the Pathfinder School. That's his setup and his Gladiator. He's got some stuff for sale. That's where I got my my book and my Ferrocerium rod. The feral chicks right here. But in all this is the 870 group right over here. We've got the Overland podcast right over here with the flags. We have Off-Duty Overland with the Camping All Camper right behind the red Gladiator right there. But yeah, I'm gonna take the camera around, walk around, show you guys some of the booths, and try to make a little video out of this weekend. Just wanted to kind of have a little bit of, I don't know, I have been injured and kind of found it hard to get back into the swing, but I'm gonna try to get you guys a little video here this weekend, show you what's going on. I'll bring you guys back here in a little bit. It's just a ladder. Sister's almost up there, look.
No problem. I'm used to doing this 40 feet in the air too, so
yeah.
There's grown-ups that forget.
Woohoo!
There's grown-ups, true.
That called me out here today to come out here and do this. with Jasper Jeep Jamboree. Appreciate it. I'm an international four-wheel drive trainer. That just means that I've been certified by a bunch of my peers, and they hold me to a higher standard. And I've been tested and proven. And once you kind of get in that community, you kind of stay in there. They kind of call you and do whatever. So right now, I'm currently, this week, I've been in Fort Smith, Arkansas, teaching the National Nuclear Security Agency, teaching those federal agents, overlanding, off-road, as well as EVOC and even skid fabrication. So you always want to back up if you're going to pull somebody out and put it in forward and pull them out forward. Okay, that's the main thing. Take away from momentum distraction. Has anybody not seen a momentum distraction? You always want to pull your winch out. However you need it to pull it out, right? So this one pulls out pretty easy. This is a Whorton. This one's Whorton 12,000 pound winch. So I've got a 9,000 pound vehicle, a 12,000 pound winch. So usually, like she said, there's a mire factor when it's stuck. So that's barely enough. You'll see people that get an 8,000 pound winch and their vehicle weighs 7,000 pounds, they think it's enough. It's not. Now, when I get this all the way down to where I'm on the bare drum,
if I'd breathing up all the
I
air.
said I needed to work out. I wasn't that quick then.
okay, stop right there. So we don't want to go all the way to the top. If we have the lanyard, we can, just don't worry about it. See now? We're gonna leave our running gear up, right? So now we have to re-rig.
Be a real good sale for 12-volt winches.
Yep. Right, this is just stretching the fence on the farm. That's all this is. Okay. Set it down again.
Mamoos kitchen. That's some good stuff. You guys have seen that many times on my channel. It's really good stuff. See what I was in here. I got a class I got to get to in like 10 minutes, so this is quick.
three different layers you have to make with your tire. The first one is tinder. Now here, Nate. The first one is tinder. That's the first part. Tinder is anything like paper, dried leaves, dried pine needles, anything like that. Is your tinder, okay? And somebody grab that lighter, and so you want to have it up off the ground. That's your first layer. And then what you want to do is take all your tinder, your leaves, and put it on top of that.
All right, guys. So we are actually going to call it done. There's some storms that are supposed to be moving in tonight. Our first night here, we didn't really record much at all, really any. We just went on to talk to people and kind of, socialize. But yeah, there's some storms. The first night we came in here, there was some pretty high winds, and there was lots of people up, protecting their awnings, including me. And a lot of no sleep. Not to mention I've got my two little girls with me this weekend, so we're kind of leery about all that. But I know a lot of people, as you can see, have started to clear out. Several people, off-duty overland, Semper Gumby's already cleared out. Several of the storytellers and all have already cleared out. Tonight is supposed to be the last night anyway. Here in about an hour or less, we are going to have the ticket drawings and stuff like that. Their giveaways, closing ceremonies, and things like that. And then a lot of people are talking about leaving anyway. There's supposed to be 50-mile-an-hour winds tonight up here in Jasper, and the winds are starting to pick up right now anyway. So since we've got the girls, we have opted to go ahead and pack up now and leave shortly after that, so we don't have to mess with the winds and stuff tonight with the girls. Safe than sorry. Other than that, I'd probably stay and fend for my life, so to speak. Either way, guys, I am done. I hope you enjoyed this little video. I really didn't record much, but I wanted to record something so you guys could see what I'm doing and show a little bit of what was going on. Now, the event was a lot smaller this year, but it was still a good event, and I will always come back up here each time that I get a chance to do it. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I'm gonna get off here, and we're gonna get this ticket and stuff out of the way. We'll see if I can win anything. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Get off the couch. Don't be couch potato. We'll see you next time.